Hello everyone, Luxury Leaks here. Midnight was unexpected and surprising, because Parker suddenly uploaded the episode while I felt tired as I was talking on voice chat on my Discord. Wondering how you join my Discord? The link of it will be in the description. Now back on topic, so today, we'll be analyzing He Only Visits When You're Asleep, also known as It Crawls Into Your Room at Night. We'll be going over what the rat mutant do, and what situation was going on, etc. But before I start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, with post notifications, so you won't miss out news on Life of Luxury and Luxury Dark, such as news, analysis, leaks, theories, etc. Anyways, here we go. At the beginning, the situation started off when Mikey, who was exploring in an abandoned house, went missing. Also, with a rumor of that house that was in the middle of the woods was haunted, and he wanted to see for himself. Once he went to that house, he heard people screaming that was found in the basement, and with several people also disappeared, and Patrick, the best friend of Mikey, think it had something to do with the house. Here's the video for proof.
Hello? Is anyone down here? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Once Parker and Chester arrived to the house, and looking around, Chester suddenly noticed a thing that he thought it was a snake, but it was actually the tail of the mutant rat. My thought is that the rat heard noises of people entering, so it was hiding nearby the doorways and went away off with its tail dragging, imitating like a snake. As Parker and Chester went deeper into the house, they found a room of being the basement. There was the trap of free food along with a giant mouse trap with a plate that contains a hamburger and fries, and a small stand with a lamp and papers. And now I have a theory. When the papers showed that a teacher and 3 brothers were missing, this came into my thought that the rat mutant had captured them as victims and thrown them into cages that they've been there at least 1 decade. As Parker was setting up a camera, Chester decided to do a dumb decision of attempting to grab the plate of food that was on the trap. Once the trap was about to crush Chester's arm, he instantly saved his own arm by pulling it away instantly once the trap triggered. When they were going through the halls, they had entered the room that appeared to be the rat's room, where it has a bed, hay on the floor, TV, giant exercise wheel along with a water drinking jug for rodents. Parker was setting up a camera, while Chester was looking around the room. As he looked around, he suddenly saw black footprints from giant mutant rat that leads to a tunnel that goes through to the basement. Once they both saw that tunnel, they went in through to investigate more. Once Parker and Chester entered a room, Happy Land, they heard of whimpering along the halls and followed the sound. They found a big sheet covering something, and Parker moved it and see 5 cages with people inside it. One cage had a man in it. He had said that he'd been in there since Getting was 10 years old and pleading for help. The other cage, there was a woman who was also pregnant while pleading for help. Another theory popped up in my head. The theory is that when that woman said she doesn't want to have the baby, this might mean that the woman could got pregnant from that mutant rat, and the offspring would be also a human-rat hybrid. While Parker tried saving them, they had to leave because him and Chester heard squeaking noises and left to investigate. Once Parker and Chester went to a safe place in the house, they stared to watch the footage of the rat doing its normal stuff for the past 3 hours. Suddenly, when it came back around 4 in the morning, it started to have its body to move around while it's contracting like a muscle, while it was making cracking noises. Chester got disgusted and left the room. As Parker and Chester went separate rooms, Parker was in the rat's room, while Chester was trying to find a way to leave. Once Parker went to the stand, he saw 3 photos of the young rat mutant. Another theory popped in my head. Based off these pictures, this would mean that when the rat mutant was young, the house seemed to be stable and might include his human relatives, like an owner or something. But when years later, the house was empty, breaking down, and the rat turned into a monster along with other creatures, like the white-faced monster and the scoliosis monster. Meanwhile, Chester, he was in the downstairs area. He suddenly heard squeaking and saw the white-faced monster. He tried to communicate with it, but instead, it grabbed Chester and had another rat mutant dragging him into the basement and throwing him into the cage. Parker heard his screaming and quickly followed the screaming. When it finally made it, he saw Chester trapped in the cage and tried to jiggle the lock around to get him free. While doing that, there was suddenly groaning noises, and it appeared to be the scoliosis monster that it didn't had its arms yet. Parker tried to jiggle the lock faster, but it grew out its limb and started to approach. Then Parker managed to free Chester and started to make their escape of the house. They tried to escape through the window, but it was locked. Parker found a chair and broke open the window. Parker got out while Chester got camera attacked by the scoliosis monster. Then the two had now finally made a successful escape, ending the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe with post notifications so you won't miss out news on life of luxury and luxury dark, such as news, analysis, leaks, theories, etc. I'll be going now. See you in my next video. Luxury Leaks out.